sustainability is important for all of us. We all need to ensure that the planet feeds further generations.
For Ecom, the sustainability is the essence of our relationship with our suppliers and the essence of the relationship with our clients.
Sustainability isn't something which is a bolt-on, it's absolutely core to all our businesses.
We are consumer cooperative and we are committed to our consumers to make sure that the supply will be done in a sustainable way.
It's about social, economic and ecological justice and equity.
Producing sustainable goods for all of us, not only here but also in the developing countries, is fundamentally important. When we look at the growth rates of the population, how many resources we are using, it's not a question whether we want that as a foundation, it's a question how do we achieve it, because it is a must.
We have to integrate a lot of stakeholders. Consumers have to understand it, but also all the stakeholders, private sector actors, governmental actors and civil society actors have to come together.
NGOs and producer organizations are the experts in the fields, where we are the experts in marketing, experts in logistics.
We've got a lot to learn, but we find now that more and more people are willing to work together because there's a better understanding of how complex some of our supply chains are.
The art is to bring together the comparative advantages of these different stakeholders, and for that we need a facilitator like IDH who will make sure that these different partnerships work.
We need scale and we need impact, and if you need that, then you need more countries behind it, right? So not necessarily all through IDH, it can be different initiatives, but that we are more aligned in this whole sustainable sourcing program is very, very important.
It's not only that we try to harmonize our cooperation with IDH, but what is important is also to check whether other partners, be it from the international finance area, would like to be associated.
I think this initiative with SECO and IDH is fantastic, because this is SECO really, instead of trying to create something new, is building on something that's working very well.
What are the main results? We see farmers who are in the 3rd and 4th year of our certification and training programs really experiencing higher yields, seeing higher incomes.
We had built up this roundtable on the responsible soil that was originally an initiative by COP and the WWF Switzerland, and has now spread on a global level with 157 members from many countries.
The first results, we have projects with Nestlé, for instance, in Côte d'Ivoire. In Indonesia, we have a huge project with SECO and Swiss contacts and companies in Indonesia. And we are now on the way of building another program in Vietnam with SECO and Swiss companies.
Well, our next step is just to scale up the work that we're doing.
Well, the next step is that we move into other value chains, from cocoa to coffee, maybe to tea or other value chains.
It's very important that the aspects of community development, of ownership, of participations of the local communities is enforced in the projects, and that the local market also is taken into consideration.
It would be more appropriate to bring in either government from producing countries, because they are also important and key players in the supply chain, and producers themselves, farmers.
Now we have to get operational in the field, in our partner countries, with the farmers, with the local organizations, with local governments. That's important, and that's where we finally would like to have the impact.